Hello to the lovely spirits that could be here. This is your Detective Lazaria, and today's session I am interested in seeing if any spirits that happen to have lost their lives in either one of these areas. Again, these are abbreviations. Hopefully people understand what these are. Question mark is if they even know. And then of course maybe they were in one of those, or they could have been, say walking. And I always just been curious because I go, in that, and then when I'm on that type of thing here, I see crosses and little memorial areas, and there's been many on just one stretch of a particular, which is this number, and yeah, so here's just in a 2-year span. It's letting us know there was 52 and 43. Not saying any of these things in case you guys feel like it's just repeating me. All right, I'm going to allow them to hopefully come through by using the Spirit Talker app. The EMF meter, which is that device that's black, it lights up to yellow, orange, or red if you're saying yes.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
I don't know why she hears me. I didn't even say her name. Anyways. And then of course I have these lovely clear balls. One's in the back over there for the little ones. 3 up here. All they have to do is give it a little jiggle, a bap, or a tap, and it'll light up. It's harmless. It just lets us know that you're right here with us, and you're probably telling us a story, confirming, and you're here. Okay? Cool. Awesome. So, I might be able to find you in a Google search.
I reminisce here.
Maybe they're letting us know that their spirit is somewhere here, here, or here, depending where they unfortunately lost their lives. Is that what you're letting us know? Do you reminisce in these areas? In one of them? I'm not sure which one you passed away in, if you are coming through. And I have no clue if these, well, I know this one is on the, well, it's funny, it's abbreviation of Spirit Talker. But if it's on there, and then of course that should be, I believe that might be. Well, we'll find out. Again, this is just a interesting idea I had, because I always feel sad that those that are unfortunately lost in one of these, especially that one right there, that no one can really stop by and see what happened, to again Google what happened to that person. So everyone's just seeing a cross as they drive by very fast. I mean, obviously this one you can at least stop on these two. And again, I guess I could have just put AUTO, but I put that. I just realized that because it can be any type, like TRUCK, and that kind of stuff. Didn't even think about that. So sorry.
You are not alone.
Okay. So are there spirits here with me? Is that what you're letting me know? So it's not just me here, there's others. Or maybe there's a spirit saying you are not alone to another spirit. Maybe they also unfortunately got into one of these tragic incidents on one of these. Oh.
Serenity.
serenity, the state of being calm, peaceful, and untroubled. That's good. Well, I guess while I wait for things to get spewed on this Spirit Talker, I do have questions. Maybe they can light up anything to confirm. When your unfortunate life was taken in one of these areas, are you stuck in the same area of where it happened?
Afraid.
Afraid? You felt afraid? Hmm. Sorry. So, again, would you say that your spirit is roaming in these areas that wherever you unfortunately lost your life? Are you stuck? Are you able to come and go wherever you please? So you can be in heaven and be able to visit family. You're not tied to that specific area where your incident happened. You're free. Hmm. I'm taking that as a yes. Okay. Because I know that obviously when the incident happens, their BODY usually ends up getting buried or cremated. So then, of course, it gets in a cemetery.
Closer.
Closer. And yeah, so obviously they're probably not completely like seemingly stuck. It is just very sad that knowing that they were just going about their day. See, I knew that was going to.
Am I alive?
So I had a feeling that was going to pop up when I had that question mark. So I don't know if this is something that happened to you. Again, if it was related to an incident while you were cruising and you don't remember anything after that. But if you're talking to me right now, you unfortunately have passed away. Whoever this is, I'm sorry to report that you have passed away. And I don't know if it was caused by someone or if you actually maybe fell asleep. And a lot of times, oh, I didn't even think about that. You know, it could be also in the WATER or LAKE, you know, in a body of WATER. And that's really hard to find them. I mean, I do know that there was a classmate that was just, she was obviously on foot crossing the crosswalk and she was struck.
Gratitude.
And it was a HIT and are you in? And I feel so bad for that because she was, you know, just getting her life going and doing, you know, probably just taking a stroll. Wasn't late or anything. I think it was like in the morning, but maybe a little early in the morning, and she was trying to probably get to the bus. And then, yeah, somebody, unfortunately, HIT and RUN.
Yours.
Yours. I mean, yes, she was a classmate of mine. Maybe that's what they're saying. Your classmate. Actually, I think it was all the way from elementary, high school, and yeah. Of course, once we hit college, we all went our ways. So I'm not sure if her name will come through. I wasn't sure if I was going to ever do a session on her, but if her name does ever pop up, which I have never have. Oh.
Fighting.
Fighting. Mm. I've never seen that name pop up yet. Not sure if it's in the word bank. Fighting. Maybe there was some ROAD space RAGE, and people were being, dum-dums and caused a WRECK. So I'm assuming spirits can spell, so maybe they can hear me. Yeah. Well, before this disappears, sometimes it does. There you go. And then, like I said, I haven't had.
Bullet.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. Unfortunately, we've had people get SHOT on the ones right there with that abbreviation, and including little kids that get struck by bullets that weren't intended for that person, but they, again, got hit. So, yes, again, it could be GAND. Wait, see. GANG related with that fighting. And again, pulling out a GUN, and the bullet fortunately does strike people that weren't intended, innocent victims, including children. Do you want me to look up your the one I'm thinking of, if I can remember? I forgot the name, but I know it was in California, I believe. Let's see. I'm gonna try to Google it real quick. Hold on. Alone?
Alone.
So it's basically the it was a 23-month-old Jasper Wu who passed away in 2021. At a fatal Oakland. It's the other version. Here. I don't want to say it, but there. So again, it wasn't intended for him, but he did get struck. and he was the only one, the only victim. And again, like I said, so there you have it. So if this is by chance letting us know that, little ones like Jasper lost their lives in an in situations like that where a bullet is involved. Yes, it's me. Wow.
Yes, it's me.
Hi. Oh, okay. Hi, Jasper. Little Jasper. So again, like I said, I feel horrible that your life was cut short, very short, due to stupid things like that right there again, and because your family was just on the and going either home or going on an errand, and the bullet just unfortunately struck your body and you didn't make it. I'm so sorry. I just hope you're with your parents by watching over them. Are you doing that? Are you at least letting your parents know that you're around? Is your spiritual body at home? Oh.
I'm a protector.
Did you become an angel? Jasper, were you able to become an angel to protect your family now? Maybe that incident involving the bullet allow you to become a protector?
We're standing around you.
That's good. See, I think they're realizing what I'm doing to help them. Again, detective, I'd like to allow those unfortunate that lost their lives to come through. And again, I mean, apparently it's been a 13-month investigation, but they did kind of charge 3 people that, and again, it's Oakland, sadly. I avoid that area at all cost. I mean, the whole town, city, just avoid it. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if I'm going to lose things. But let me show you a little picture of the little one. So you know who Jasper is. So that's you, Jasper. I pulled up a picture so people know who you are. There's you in a Superman suit. Oh, well.
I am Ophelia.
Alright. I'm ignoring that one. Such a young soul. Gone due to silliness of people trying to be badasses. I'm sorry. Again, an innocent life taken. And I don't know if they're still around or if they left, but if Jasper is hanging around, again, in the back, there's a chair with the spelling CAR and a little capel that we call these right here. But there's one other thing with a rock in the back of it. And if you tap it, move it, it should light up to let me know you're sitting there or hanging out or playing with maybe the blocks or the ghost stuffy. Peace. Oh, you're at peace?
Peace.
Are you at peace, Jasper? I mean, if you're letting us know that you're at peace, that's good to know. So again, Jasper Wu, are you at peace? The unfortunate 23-year-old month. Boy, that didn't make it because of, again, bullet, G and G, him and his family's CAR, just going on one of these. Well, again, it's good to know that he's at peace.
Silence.
Yes, let's give some silence and let's remember this unfortunate young soul. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. So I did say Ophelia, and I did look. Again, it's spelled differently. With the instead of PH, it's F. And apparently, Ophelia Satana was killed in a DUI related crash in Fresno in 2023. It was a passenger, by the way. Maybe that was her coming through. Again, not all things are going to be correctly spelled.
Painful.
So I'm assuming, that was a very painful situation to be in, and what happened to you, whoever's coming through. She was 35, by the way. Ophelia Santana of Fresno. It was a rollover crash on Jensen Avenue, just west of Del Rey Avenue in Sanger. Again, she was a passenger, and she didn't make it. So again, spelled different. Just instead of PH, it's F. So, even if it wasn't her, I still wanted to share her story. Was that you coming through, Ophelia? With an F instead of PH? Was that you coming through? Ophelia Santana? Just in case this goes away, again, it's hard to say. Yep, of course it lit up when I moved it. Sorry. Can you do it again? Important? Okay.
Important.
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm trying to show people that this, even though I hate the fact that I keep seeing similar names like Ophelia, but it actually ends up being, interesting enough, a person that passed away. Not the Draco one. That won't be. No. Alright, sorry, my back's starting to hurt. I might actually, I don't know why I'm putting it so far away. If I could just get it just there. No. Oh, see?
I'm standing right here.
So again, it was we're standing around you, and now it's saying I'm standing right here. So I don't know which spirit this is, but thank you. Again, all you have to do is give this a bap, or just move it. I'm not going to move it over here so you can bap it. There's one again on the chair for the little ones, and there's two more over here. So once it finishes flashing. You can try to bap that one after, or you can bap either of these.
Connection.
Connection? Yes, we are trying to make a connection. Is that what you're saying? That's one way to make a connection. So I can't see you. I don't know where you're at. But if you bap any of these balls, it lets me know you're here with me. Yes?
Question.
What is your question? If you have a question, let me know. I'm not sure what the question is, but I could try to answer it. So again, if you need to figure out how to activate them, all you have to do is get your spiritual fingers or hand solid enough by taking the energy from the light sources in the room, and then again tapping or shaking or trying to pick up the balls. They will not harm you.
Stop right here.
Okay. It's almost like a I can say it's a kind of like a direction. Like, hey, wait, stop right here. I need to get out.
Regret.
Is there somebody who unfortunately lost their life in one of these areas and they regret it? Regret how it happened and why it happened? Because again, if you were under the influence, maybe that's why you regret it, because you felt maybe you unfortunately weren't the only one that lost their lives that day. Maybe it was your passengers. Or maybe you went over the speed limit and lost control and there was people in your car. I'm going to say it because I'm tired. I don't know if the spirits will probably say it anyways, but yeah, like I said, I'm at 30 minutes, so I need to start wrapping up. And I'm surprised I don't have more NAMEs, but I would like to have more. Okay.
Share my message.
I'll try to share your message. You could tell me what the message is. Are you sorry? Is there someone out there that's sorry? You regret. Maybe you want to say you're sorry to your living family, friends that may have lived or didn't live.
Gruesome.
Oh, it was gruesome? It was a gruesome incident on one of these. Maybe it was a fatal one. Again, I don't know where your location was, but again, maybe you were in one of those. So again, gruesome. And yeah, unfortunately, there are a lot of incidents where they are very fatal.
Pat.
I don't know, Pat. I'm gonna look you up. Well, I mean, I just typed it in. This is what the AI is telling me. So again, it's a 2025 where this one right here, the brother of the late So, is it any of these people that I just read in my head? Were any of these you, Pat? Or maybe it's a person that you, um, like a living Pat or Patrick? So maybe is your brother named Pat? Or you, I mean, is your name Pat and your brother's Richard? Oh,
Abraham.
Abraham. Anyways. Oh, interesting. So it says there are two notable car. I'm just going to start reading it. Accidents involving individuals named Abraham. A 2025 fatal hit and run crash in Illinois involving Katie Abraham, and a 2023 fatal crash in UK involving Sharon Abraham. Katie unfortunately died in 2025 after being struck by a drunk driver, who was later identified as an undocumented. Okay. Okay. I'll just say that. And then Sharon fled the scene after hitting and killing a pedestrian who was Andrew Forrest in July 2023. So again, maybe this was a last name that you're letting us know. So if you are either Katie or Sharon, or maybe you're Andrew Forrest, who was struck by the person who fled.
A doorway is open.
Okay.
Experiment.
Experiment. Yes, this is kind of like an experiment, just seeing if any spirits can really come through who have fortunately passed away either on a, gonna say it, road, highway, or street, or were involved with a car, truck.
I lived right here.
Okay. So, or a motorcycle, but. So again, these names that are coming through are kind of like random. I mean, kind of has some connection to a accident, but hard to say if it was really just random. Again, yeah.
Agony.
You could feel agony, pain from your injuries, or maybe you didn't even make it past that. And again, okay, I'm embraced again.
You are embraced.
So it could be spirits letting other spirits know that they are embraced, or they're letting me know I'm embraced. I don't know. So again, if you are indeed here and your name did pop up and I did find what happened to you, again, light up the EMF meter to orange or red for a very strong yes. Or if you can, one of these clear balls. And you can light it up to, again, confirm as a strong yes. Or you're here. I'm here. You're always saying I'm staying right here, but I don't see you. Mm-hmm. And then maybe to the viewers that are watching, What do you think happened to these spirits? Do you think they are up in heaven and at peace, which I do hope is the case? Or do you think they're stuck wherever they unfortunately had the incident? Let me know in the comment below.
Viking.
Okay. I don't know, but that's just totally random. But let's just go ahead and go with it. Maybe it's like a truck. Oh. Or a Vikings player killed in a car accident. Are you letting us know that you're a Viking player? Yeah. So apparently there's a car accident. Oh, wow. A car accident resulted in the death of Minnesota Vikings rookie quarterback. That's probably why their name didn't pop up, because it's very rare. But Jackson is his last name, and two of his former high school teammates, Isaiah, Hazel, and Anthony, which causing them to go off the road. And okay, yeah. Sorry for your loss, by the way. Is this you? Again, it said Viking, and the best thing I could find again is the Vikings rookie, Mr. Jackson, and his two former high school mates, Isaiah and Anthony. That this is you guys letting us know.
My body was taken.
Well, I'm assuming your body was taken to the morgue. So again, here's a recap of everything. Oh, well. Again. Oh, wow, says she. Wow. So it was somebody who was driving drunk that hit you and caused your car to get off the road and hit a tree? I'm sorry. That's why it's very hard to be out there on the road these days. People don't know how to stay home or stay at the bar until they're, safe and well. Or having a designated driver is what you should have. Yeah.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, whoever's coming through, hi. So I don't know if you don't know what this session's about, but again, it's about people who have lost their lives on either the road, a highway, a street, whether it be a car, truck, motorcycle, a pedestrian type situation. But if you were one of the victims, you can come through. So again, come join me. I'm not going to be on this for very long, as I do have other things I'm going to end up doing, but I wanted to let those spirits come through. And then, again, even if it doesn't make sense, I'm trying to make it make sense. Because, again, Viking, but, again, Viking's rookie. Maybe this is the best way they can come through. This is probably their way to find in the outlet of this.
I had a long life.
So maybe this is an elder person. Maybe you were driving on the road and maybe your body couldn't handle it and you passed away. Or an HA, which is like a heart attack. Or again, you could have been one of the victims in one of the incidents. Assuming you had a long life, meaning you were elder. Sorry, I'm trying to switch hands. I don't even know if I can even pick up the water bottle. My hands are hurting. But so I don't know. Did I get lucky on October 31st with the Capels? Because the veil was dropped. They were able to come through easily. Or was it just a fluke? Could have been a fluke. Revenge.
Revenge.
Does somebody want to get revenge for what happened to them? There's probably a lot of the souls out there that probably feels that way. Especially if you were the innocent victim. Mm-hmm. So again, if you need to gain any extra energy, just go to the 2 lamps or the ceiling light and come back and try again, whether it be for the EMF meter, Capels, or the app.
Audrey.
Audrey's always a pretty name. Let's see if she is in this list of people. Oh, there's many. There's so many, actually. This is just, I just typed it in, and look at all the last names. So if I were to say, yeah, she could be any of these. And the list keeps going. So Audrey, were you in a car accident? Because I got many. I got Audrey Hensley, Audrey Ross, Audrey Good, Audrey McHugh, Audrey
Edmund.
There's also an Edmund I look for. Hold on. I did say California. Let's just limit it to California. That's right. We'll just try that. Here's one. So several car accidents involving people with the name Audrey have occurred in California, including
Serenity.
The fatal 2022 crash of Audrey Jauer and 2016 Audrey Jimenez near the Pigeon Point Lighthouse.
Presence beyond mirror.
So whoever's coming in is stronger. And there's other ones. There's other recent incidents with Audrey's. There's a lot.
Archibald.
See, it's like they're giving me a bunch of names. Hold on. I haven't even looked up Edmund. Hold on. I'm sure there's plenty of Edmonds. Oh, this one's recent. There was Edmund Joseph that was recently passed away March 19th in a Lakeport crash. I mean, there's so many. Edmund Teesing, the driver of a Porsche. Oh, never mind, he survived. But yes, led to the death of 86-year-old Edmund Joseph Slevin. Maybe remember said I had a long life? Maybe that's them coming through? And maybe his wife's Audrey? I don't know. 1900s?
1900s.
Is that what is that the area time frame of when your accident happened in the 1900s? Yeah. Creativity. Okay.
Creativity.
So let me try 1900s. So there doesn't seem to be for the Edmund person. And none for Archibald either. Maybe Audrey? So again, there is a lot of ones that are coming up with Edmund and Audrey. So, but I gave you a list, a few. I'm going to get rid of 1900s. That's not helping me. It's a little too vague.
Helpless.
I mean, there's like, if it's like, So there's a tragic vehicle crash on South Archibald Avenue that kills one.
Don't sleep here.
Oh, are you letting someone know? Maybe they were getting tired and you're yelling at that person, don't sleep here. We need to pull off the road and we need to find a place to stay, like a motel. Are you letting that person, that's maybe one of the few things you said to them, to not sleep? So again, a tragic vehicle crash on South Archibald Avenue and Grand Park Street killed one person. In November 13th, 2024 is the date of the article. Oh, well, yeah.
Nose ring.
Maybe somebody had a nose ring. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not really getting anybody with nose ring. Yeah, I don't know. Probably something silly and random on the Spirit Talker. Let me check on time. I do need to get going.
You remind me of someone.
Oh, thank you. Not sure who, but cool. So, like I said, it's interesting because you always are on the road and you're driving and probably see these little memorial areas with crosses, whether they be white wooden ones or just wooden ones, or even little candles where they unfortunately, like, I know that we've had incidents where I was once living, it was on the road, and on the little divider, there was a lot of candles. But unfortunately, it was a very high speed situation where their car split in half because they were going way, way too fast. Yeah, please don't speed, please don't drink and drive, and remember to look both ways before going. And like I said, the highway, you can't really stop, but I'm sure you see many, again, identifications that something happened on the road where someone lost their life. Same on the street. Kind of road and street are pretty much the same. And trucks, they can't stop on a dime. Therefore, if you were a smaller car in front, you can easily get in a fatal crash. And it's always very hard to be on the road in the winter or fall.
I'm sorry. 1700s.
The lady's thinking I'm saying it's very hard to live. Anyways. So like I said, it's just like with the roads and the conditions of fall with the wet rain, as well as the ice and the snow. It's just, yeah.
Demise.
So it's not just, there's many ways people can, unfortunately. That's why I kind of avoid the roads. Just, anyway. All right, like I said, I think I might be getting to the point where I'm going to slowly end this. So in the 1700s, it was carriages. So carriage accidents and remedies in the 1700s, there was many. So I'm assuming that there are people letting us know that they passed away in a carriage wreck in the 1700s.
Hot.
Oh, yes. And also, in extreme heat, it can also cause people to have issues. Oh, that's right. Carriage, on a very hot summer day, they could have gotten heat stroke. The horse, in general, too. So are you letting us know that the horse got too hot, passed out? Or maybe the person that was riding or controlling the horses passed out, and then your carriage went off the road and maybe onto a ditch, a cliff, who knows? Mm-hmm. But yeah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. Like going way back in the past, what, people had a Anna.
Anna.
I mean, Anna could easily be a 1700s name. Were you one of the victims in the carriage wreck? I'm assuming yes, because you're lighting up the EMF meter. I don't think it's going to be on here, but I'll try. Yeah, it's not going to come up. Yeah, I was gonna say, so there's one that says Anna. But it looks like she may have survived. Anna Deaver was involved in a devastating car crash, but she's in recovery. This was 2023 of July or June, which was a hot month.
I control this place.
Maybe that's the Catalan aid worker dies in a car accident. There's a lot. There's Anna O'Neill. Oh, Agatha. Yeah, Agatha.
Agatha.
I know Agatha could totally be in the 1700s, 1800s with the carriage.
Depravity.
Unfortunately, because I type in Agatha, I get Agatha all along the show. That might have had an accident in the show. I'm like, no, ugh. Anyways. So again, to those that unfortunately lost their lives in any of these areas due to many unfortunate situations, I hope that you're all resting at peace. And I do try to, see who you are when I drive by at least one of the highways. But it's kind of hard when we're going kind of fast. But I think Jose. So it's
Lies.
lies. So you're saying that whatever happened to you wasn't your cause? You didn't cause the accident? It was just purely an accident? You just lost control, not because of something else? Alright, again, I thought I'd give this a shot. Kind of went okay. It kind of always makes me wonder. Especially when you're driving and all of a sudden your radio starts acting up. Is it a spirit? Or just a random thing happening to your radio? Alright, this is Detective Lazaria signing out. Bye.